Hello everyone, it's him here with your Pluto in Aquarius angel and astrological message. So this actual video isn't a video today, it's going to be a blog style, and there's a reason for it. It's because when I channel, it's so much easier for me not to be on camera because I can close my eyes and I can really let the angels in to bring me through the message for you. Now, a couple of things the angels want to say is it has taken them a little while, but there is a reason. And the first part of that reason is that we're not really fully in Pluto in Aquarius until November anyway. And we are, but we're not. It's a long story because Capricorn comes back in. But what they want me to say to you is they want to bring this report out with the vibration and the energy of understanding that we've still got 20 years of this anyway. So it really is something that they didn't want to rush. They wanted to bring it out to you exactly when it was right to do so. So how this message works, it's part channeled, part astrological, part me as well. And I'm going to work you through some of the things that the angels want us to know with regard to the next 20 years or so. Now, bear in mind, everything that the angels are telling us is probable. It's called probable future. It's not necessarily exactly what's going to take place. Everything is that they're giving us now is based on the now. So it's based on every thought, every process, every decision that we've made in the now. But if someone about turns, even in a year or two's time, or there's a great event that wasn't due to happen, that could change things. But this is something they want you to be aware of. So without further ado, let's get into this Pluto in Aquarius report. So the first thing the angels are saying is think spiritual rebirth and a definition, okay? Also know that this shift is going to go on until 2044. So we've got a long time with this energy. Pluto is the planet of power and it intensifies the sign that it moves into. With Aquarius, I want you to think of freedom, rights, and power. And this is people power, okay? The next 2 decades are calling us to reframe, to move space, and to enter into a new energetic vibration. We're promised some sparkling surprises and AI-driven conundrums. The angels are saying that we're being called to be inner focused. We are being aligned with a self-choice referral system, they say. They're telling me that dogma and control will need to shift for the collective greater good. The bigger positions of change are Pluto, newly moved out of Capricorn, governed by restrictive Saturn into Aquarius, which is co-ruled by Saturn and Uranus. This brings us into a new vibration of love, a new essence of who humans are on Earth. We're called to the death of the old world and the awakening to the new concept of personal freedom and compassion. As an aside, and linking into this, Saturn has moved out of Aquarius and into Pisces. What does this mean to us? It means the end of one journey and the beginning of another. The angels are saying, can we let go of the toxic elements of society, heal on a higher level, and embrace a new way of doing things? With the spiritual element of Pisces linked into Saturn, we're being guided to evolve deeper into the gifts of who we are. Think more people will become spiritual. Think more people will be healing their deep core wounds. We're literally talking spiritual awakenings and mental health themes. The return can make us hit the deck as we're called on an inner journey of healing and deep understanding. We're in the energy of this until May. If you are a healer and you have a touch of the healer in you, the angels are saying, you may find you're rewarded during this time. Dive deep and allow yourself to ride the ups and downs of the wave, because you will need to, because Saturn in Pisces will want you to. So now back to Pluto. Change is imminent. Think of this year specifically as the start of a shift in consciousness. And this could go either way. Remember that AI cannot help but bring us the new energy on the wings of the Aquarian need to refocus what does not work. Now the angels are saying that there will be new systems that will benefit all. Pluto is the great transformer, it's the planet of death and rebirth. and it will bring corruption to the surface. This cycle is bringing in transformation of our world, and we do need to be responsible. This is individually as well as collectively. You're being called to take responsibility for your life, to take the time and space to be who you are meant to be in this moment. Who are you meant to be in this time? Root into self-responsibility that leans into community and support by recognizing where things are not working from a deep grassroots level. As an air sign, Aquarius does root in an air energy that isn't stable. So 1777 was around the last Pluto transit. And this could get crazy, the angels keep showing me the movie Gremlins and saying there could be as much go wrong as can go right in this time. I want you to think of that movie. If you don't know the Gremlins movie, please look it up. But it's kind of this crazy nutsness, you know, like, do not feed after midnight. Do not throw water on things. Do not do things a specific way, because if we do, we could end up chasing our own tails, creating things that make things harder for us, that kind of thing, okay? The angels are saying this brings in high level evolutionary and revolutionary energy. Shift is necessary. This is people-centric shift, okay, within this concept. It's best to understand and remember that Pluto has an orbit that takes about 250 years, which brings with it the energy of metamorphosizing. The angels say, are you ready to be the new type of human? You see, how they're showing me this is that the old type of human isn't the type of human that moves through Pluto in Aquarius, okay? So there will be innovative explosions, which are in a conception stage right now. We are going to have major paradigm shifts. It would be good to remember that Aquarius is linked to being in the sky, because it's ruled by Uranus, the sky god. This links into air travel, and the angels are saying that we are on course for new technologies around how we travel. Think exciting and innovative progressions that could see us travelling in modes of transport powered by things we normally throw away. The angels have been pointing this out to me quite a lot about how we are, at the moment, we're at a really weird sort of pivot space. So we brought out technologies and ideas that are not going to work, and it doesn't matter what we do, they're not going to work. How they're saying this to me is, it's like, why would you replace a door with, or take the door out and put a cardboard there as its replacement? You wouldn't do that. And what they're saying to me is that we are using ways forward that are quite backward in their mindset and in their ways. Anything that takes us backward is not the answer. And they're saying that through this time during Pluto in Aquarius, we will find new ways of using the things we already have, and better ways as well. Because the angels are telling me that we can't sustain the system that's in place. It doesn't work. And they're talking specifically about fuel here, and how we're fueling really badly. We're not using the power that the earth can propagate to sustain us. We're using what they call anomalies in order to further ourselves. And they say, actually, all those things are going to do is take us backwards, okay? So AI or not, so this is the artificial intelligence or not, Uranus asks you to be responsible, and the angels have told me that if we're not moderate, we could overuse the things, and therefore we'll lose the things. They are literally telling me the electrical means of powering our world are primitive, in the sense that they are a one-catch-all, and we cannot exist in a one-catch-all. So they're saying, how are we relying? What are we relying on? And how can we create a change on a global level that brings in various options of modes that power our world? Leaning heavily on one resource is a mistake, okay? This is what they're saying. As I tune in more to the energy of the angels and they show me the next level for humanity, they're pointing out, due to the young nature of Aquarius, we're being tuned into youthfulness and exuberance and vibrancy. There will be great steps taken that elevate the way we live, with wild young styles and ideas. This will link into how we dress, beauty, the way we cook. This shift isn't about the young specifically. This is Aquarius. It wants to embrace everyone. This shift will encapsulate the young at heart. So the Aquarius energy will be pointing towards the understanding that if you're young within, no matter how you look outwardly, you are part of this evolutionary shift. There'll be a lot of anti-aging technologies. We're moving towards youth, Aquarius, which is a younger energy than Capricorn was, and there'll be major innovations on this level. Think fun attire, crazy makeup, dress, and anything goes. Aquarius loves the energy and vibration of the new. There'll be something enigmatic about these people, about the people that come out of this age, yeah? You'll be drawn to them, and you may be called to share the vision forward to create a brighter new world. There is a brightness. Now, the angels do want me to say that it can go either way, because it just can. Yet, with Aquarius there, because it's freedom and power to the smaller, the individual, the lower section of society, there will be pushback, even if the upper end tries to almost dictate, control, that kind of thing. So how I'm seeing it, what they're showing me is that basically what's going to happen is there's going to be a pivot in our thoughts, our ideas, and the way we bring concept in, the way we show concept, and how we share concept. And that's going to change the world at large in and of itself, okay? Now, something they're saying to me, which I really like, and I hope it's true, but in a good way, right? It says, you will not recognize the world that you're living in during the next 20 years. The angels ask us to lean into love, lean into the moral compass. I am going to let that go past. So sorry about that. It was a Blues and Twos police car with so funny. It didn't even look like a police car. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to start again. So the angels ask us to lean into love, lean into the moral compass. Who are we? What are we going to be? When we move into our moral compass, we recognize and we can align with higher concepts. Now, the angels really want to point out that fear needs to be dropped during this time. We're here to be new and open and intentional about what we feel and think. Aquarius makes me think of Citizen Smith, the show. It's a comedy. It's a UK comedy from where I live, but it's kind of got this idea around it about power up to the people. It's that kind of idea, okay? And it's not, I'm not literally referencing Citizen Smith, it's just saying it's bringing it to mind. So we need to be strong energy vibration that grows from a high level concept that is rooted in love. On top of that, the angels are actually saying that during 2024, we're in the year of the dragon, which makes this move into Aquarius wired into a supercharged auspicious energy that will support this new beginning. Really think on that, because it doesn't matter what happens, it's always going to be that Pluto Aquarius started during our new step into the auspicious energy of the year of the dragon. The angels tell me we're needed to be solution makers in this year. We're being asked to start the journey towards what this world is really meant to be. Think of this as a level of destruction to rebuild the new world. We cannot have a new world without the depth of understanding that is required when we need it, as in there has to be some destruction in order to build more strong concepts and newer ways of doing things. And the angels are talking about free energy. They're talking about the fact that we need to share. And this isn't about a combative world, it's about a loving world. We've been struggling to do this because we have been in unheard energy. So, that's linking into throat chakra, cancel culture, let's kill the voice. So we're currently moving through our lower chakras, and our lower chakras denote dealing with issues around safety and security. The angels want to point this out again. Self-responsibility is the answer to all of this. Otherwise, sharing is going to be tricky. Now, do note that Aquarius has a light and dark side. We're being called to move out of all the things we've got comfortable with. What is telling you it's okay when actually it isn't? Remember that whatever we want to say, or however we want to live in this world, it's about understanding that we're living in a constructed reality. No matter what way we want to put it, the angels are being very strong about this. They're saying this is constructed and we can reconstruct it, okay? So how is the constructed reality treating us? Do we want something new? What about our wounds, our trauma? How do we heal and clean this? So coming back to that dark side, the dark side of Aquarius is total control because it's air. It can and will hem you in. So we're being asked to manage this from a space of love. Dealing with inner conflict rests on all of our shoulders. Our reality is the world that we are creating. We are the ones that are the masters of this. We can make this world a better world than the one that we've become accustomed to. Check out the underbelly of what is really happening. We need to be asking ourselves the question with regard to what is happening and how we are contributing to it. At a core level, we're all communicating to one another. And currently, the message that we're sending out is polluted, it is toxic. This is a message from the angels that we need to change. And I send out love. I send out this energy of love. I send out a heart echo of love to all of you to support you in moving to the space where we get more aligned, more focused, more together. The basic premise here leans into love. Love heals the world, while any type of fear is complete reverse. This is a core message that the angels want us to come back to. Love will awaken us. It will reverse engineer anything that has been sent to control and thwart the collective destiny. If you're part of this corruption, it's your loving duty to realign and to refocus, they're saying. They're asking all of us to step up. Yes, we require AI. However, we are able to think already, and we have our own internet modal system within the core of us. We're using too much power and energy that's not good or healthy for Gaia. Gaia needs us right now to talk, to work together, and to realign our focus of the bigger story. We are the solution, and it comes from groups of at least 4 and up. Love recreates all the answers. Power is the relationship with all that there is. So the angels are saying that we are linked into all of this, even if we've been told otherwise. The angels want us to remember empathy and love, to know that all souls are souls. They were once a baby. We were all vulnerable once, and it's this love and grace that we're being called to extend. You're being asked to awaken to this truth. There's no other in this. There's no separation. The angels are always telling me that the way that we've created divisive and separative language and systems, ideas and beliefs, is the reason we're screaming to be let out. Think of the devil card in the tarot. The world system has been constructed is bondage, and the angels say that we can use the energy of Pluto in Aquarius to elevate us and put an end to this. In time, there'll be a shift in power. There is no going two ways about it. We will be moving away from elitism and power from the top to the people. The angels have shown me hubs that live together, people creating a new style of community. They're also telling me that based on our collective vibration, we're currently on course for a more understanding world. People will be able to live the way they want to live. And if we learned anything from the debacle of the year of 2020, it was to understand that we're all different drivers. We all have different drivers and motivations, and that's okay. So think acceptance with regard to the way people are and the way they want to live their life. So this kind of links us back into sort of equilibrium. The AI technological door could open the door inadvertently to a new door that shows us a way of bartering connection. The angels tell me the possibility of health linking to holistic and healing modalities, as in the medical profession fusion, is on its way. This could be a 20-year, 30-year, 40-year journey, however it's currently highlighted, as is the fusion of religion and science. Yes, I know, I can see the world grimace. Yet the Aquarian energy does not like friction and factions. It wants love and greater level of connection. I want you to think of the Wizard of Oz at this moment. We've been following the yellow brick road. So are we all about to have a glimpse of what really is behind the curtain? This reveal will help us to make the shifts that are necessary, evolutionary, and so needed. And there you go, my lovelies. That is our report for Pluto in Aquarius from me and the angels and the astrological energetic frequency and vibration. This message is the best way they wanted to put it out to you. If anything else comes up, I will bring it back out for you. I'll bring out small mini versions of this. But the most important thing is to remember that the scenario that I've given you, the snapshot, is based on the energy and the vibration we are currently in. If anything were to change, then so would that snapshot, which is why if I get more information, I will bring it to you as and when it's brought to me. Sending you all so much love for a wonderful Pluto in Aquarius. Let's hope this 20 years works out beautifully, and we as a species, because remember, we are all responsible because of the way we think and behave. We're all actively manifesting the world that we're living, the worlds that we're living. So I will manifest something and then it will buffer out and it will bounce out to others and they'll manifest things and we'll keep affecting each other. So the angels are saying to me to say to you, remember this, with every little thing that you do, you are part of this higher equation. And the only way to really get to where we want to go is for all of us to start to understand we need to work as a together unit, rather than these very individual aspects that we've created that have kind of almost barbarized us as a society and created a human separation rather than a human collective connected unit. Look, I'm not saying we all don't have our independence. That's not what the angels are saying either. But what they're saying is independence comes at a cost. If it becomes isolationary, the car isn't isolated from the steering wheel. It works in cohesion with the steering wheel. That's kind of what they're talking about. They're talking about working together for the greater good of each other, but in a good way. I mean, something they're saying, and I do want to bring this out just before I go, they're saying, remember that being negligent about this, I'm thinking it doesn't matter what one person goes and one person suffers so the greater aspect can do okay. That's nihilistic thinking, because the thing is that one person is part of the vibration of all of us. So if we're nihilistic about it, then we'll keep on creating the same old. So there you go, my lovelies. Namaste, everyone. Have a lovely whatever you're doing at the moment, and I'm sending you great big love. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.